each day after we are solving class, you must solve without looking them in the notebook. Okay. Each question you take it again. So each day, if you give around half an hour only to the maths, it will be well prepared. Just half an hour. Okay. Even 15 minutes are sufficient. At least half an hour you give, it will be very clear. Okay. Other subjects as well. So each day it means around 3 hours you have to study. At least 3 hours you have to study. Half an hour, 6 periods you have. So at least if you study 3 hours, that will be sufficient. So at least 3 hours you must study daily on your own. So regarding mathematics, practice it more. As much as you practice, it will be better. Okay. And to emphasize on revision. Okay. Don't leave the topics as such. Revise. Keep revising them. Like portion, keep revising them. In mathematics, take few questions, go through the theory once, and then practice few questions. Okay. Revision is must. So we have completed up to 15th question. We have completed. 16th as well. We have completed. 17th question have we done? We equal to C.
Yes, sir.
We are done. We are done. 18, 19,
Question number
20.
18.
18th we have to start. After this chapter, we are going to start statistics. Okay. Statistics. So question number 18. In the following figure, AB equal to EF. So let's draw the figure. Read the question, everyone, and try to figure out how to prove AD equal to FC. So it's given AB equal to EF, BC equal to DE. Okay, and this. A, B, C, D, E, F. And what is given? AB equal to EF. AB equal to EF and BC equal to DE. Okay, angle B equal to angle E equal to 90 degree. And we have to prove AD equal to FC. AD equal to FC. This we have to prove. AD equal to FC. Okay. So how you are going to prove? Which two triangles we have to take? AD, these must be the sides of the two triangles. AD must be side of one triangle, other triangle FC must be the side. So which two triangles are you going to take? AD must be side of the triangle.
ACD.
ABD and FEC. These two triangles you are going to take. If the voice is not clear, if my voice is not clear, just let me know, okay? So triangle ABD. Okay, we have taken the triangle ABD. AD is the part of this triangle. And we have taken the triangle FEC. Triangle FEC. These two triangles we have taken. Okay, now
AB is equals to FE.
AB equal to FE. It is given. One side we have proved. One side we have proved.
ABC equal to FED.
Angle ABD equal to angle FEC. Okay. or you can write ABC as well. But since we are using the triangle, so it's better ABD we write. Or you can simply write angle B equal to angle A, because there are no other angles at this on these vertices. So we can simply write angle B equal to angle E as well. Okay, equal to 90 degree. It is as well given. Okay. Third one. Now third one.
This is also DE.
This triangle, what is the side BD? These two are like this. A, B, D, and here we have C. Another triangle. Here we have C, C, and here we have D. Okay, here E, F. These two are equal from B to C only. Okay, we have to prove BD equal to CF. BD equal to EF we have to prove. How you are going to prove? 1 minute, you have done little bit mistake as well. Okay, now it's fine. If we are done,
CD is common.
CD is common. So see here, we are adding BC to BC, we are adding CD. To ED, we are adding CD. So we are adding the same quantity on the both sides. So BD equal to EC. So how we are going to write? BC equal to ED. It's given. BC equal to ED is given. But what we require? BD from the first triangle and EC from the second triangle. So what we are going to do now, adding CD to both. BC plus CD plus CD plus ED, or ED plus CD we can do. We are adding CD2 on both sides. We have added CD on both sides. Same quantity we have added, so equality holds true. Okay. Adding CD you want to write, you can write, it's fine. Now this will be BD equal to EC. Understood? BC plus CD, same quantity we are adding, ED plus CD or DC you can say, EC. Therefore, BD equal to EC. This is our third. Okay. So which term we have used to prove them congruent?
SAS.
SAS by SAS theorem. Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle FEC. By SAS theorem, they are congruent. As they are congruent, the remaining angle, corresponding sides will be equal. So what we have to prove? AD equal to FC. So corresponding sides AD and FC, they are the corresponding sides, they will be equal. So AD equal to FC by CP CTC. By CP CTC. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Try 19th now. Discussion clear? Okay.
yes, sir.
May I rub it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Try next question. Try next. Next is rhombus. So you must know the properties of rhombus. Inside a rhombus, a point O is taken inside a rhombus ABCD such that its distance from the vertices B and D are such that its distance from the vertices B and D are equal. Show that AOC is a straight line. Show that AOC is a straight line. O is taken inside a rhombus ABCD such that its distance from the vertices B and D are equal. Show that AOC is a straight line. This we have to show. So rhombus means What do you mean by rhombus? What about the sides? Are all the sides equal or different? All the sides are equal. All the sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. Okay. And what about the, okay, this is the first. Okay, let's discuss the properties of rhombus first. Okay. Opposite sides are equal. It means this side will be equal to this. All four sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel. What about the opposite angles? This angle will be equal to this angle. This angle will be equal to this angle. Same as parallelogram. And this angle plus this angle will be 180 degree. So corresponding angles are, adjacent angles are supplementary. Adjacent angles are supplementary. This angle, 180 degree. Add them. What more properties of it is? Diagonals. Do the diagonals by
other at 90 degree.
They meet at 90 degrees, that we'll discuss, okay? So diagonals bisect the angles. Only in parallelogram, they do not bisect the angles. In rectangle, they do not bisect the angles. In square and rhombus, diagonals bisect the angles. So both the diagonals, it means this angle will be equal to this angle will be equal to this angle. Diagonal bisect the angles. And diagonals bisect each other as well. Same as parallelogram. Same as rectangle. So diagonal bisect each other as well. But only in square and rhombus, they meet at 90 degrees.
90.
Only in rhombus and square, they meet at 90 degrees. These are the properties of rhombus. Okay. So in question, what is given? A point is taken inside. So, okay. From B and D. So if you are drawing a rhombus like this, A, B, C, D. Now we are taking a point O such that it is
We can
equidistant.
rotate also.
Yes, ask again.
So can we rotate the figure also?
You can rotate. That's up to you. It's up to you how you draw. You can draw this way, any way you can draw rhombus. B, A, you can start from here. But mainly we are seeing we go anti-clockwise, and this way we usually draw. That is mainly we draw usually like this. But it's not the rule. You can draw any kind of figure, but it has to be rhombus, okay? And you can start marking from anywhere. A, B, C, D you can, or A, B, C, D like this. But mainly what people do, they draw anti-clockwise. They start from this point, but depending on the question, which seems easy, okay? So it's up to you how you draw, okay? Now take a point O is taken inside a rhombus A, B, C, D, such that its distance from the vertices B and D are equal. So you can take O point anywhere. So it means O you can take here. It has to be equidistant from B and D. You can take O point here. It has to be equidistant from B and D. Okay. It has to be equidistant from B and D. So I'm taking point O here. Okay. Equidistance means this length equal to this length. Okay. This is the most easiest point we can take. You can take anywhere. Here as well, we can take here as well, we can take here as well. So it will be like this, lying on the diagonal AC. The point will lie on the diagonal AC only, because it has to be equidistant from B always. So I'm taking, for time being, I'm taking here, okay? Now, show that AOC is a straight line. So anywhere you take the point, and we have to show that the AOC line, AOC, it's a straight line. It's a straight line. So how you are going to prove that AOC is a straight line?
So we can take two triangles.
Okay, yes, we can take two triangles. See here, we can take two triangles, but we have to prove if this is the line, we have to prove that it's a straight line. It means what angle has to be here?
180
180 degree.
180 degree.
degree.
180 degree it has to be. This angle has to be 180 degree. Okay. For example, we have taken like this. AO point we have taken here. Okay, like this. And this will be AOC. It means we have to prove these two angles. That is, this plus this is 180. This is given. It means we have to prove these two angles. This plus this is 180 degree. This we have to prove. A, B, C, D. If we draw like this, okay. Here it's little bit more easier. So how you are going to prove?
So we can just only write that AOC is equals to 180 degree as the property of rhombus 90 degree they meet.
That we have, that is fine, but see, we have to prove that. So how we have done that? We have to mark point O somewhere. We know it will lie on the diagonal, but we have to prove it that this angle is 180 degree. That is, AOC is a straight line. So with this figure, it's most easiest to prove. It means you have to prove these two angles are. This is more better, I think. This you may use opposite angles here, but that we can't say because they are not straight line. You have to prove it should be straight line. So we cannot take these two angles. This is more better, I think. Yes. Or else what you will do, you will take opposite angles here. We cannot take the opposite angle since we have to prove these two are straight line. This is more better figure than. Yes or no? This one is more better figure. Any point we have to take such that it is equidistance from D and B. This is only given to us. And here as well we can take the point, but we won't be able to take the opposite angles. Why? Because we do not know AO and OC. That is the same line, that is a straight line. That we have to prove. So these opposite angles we cannot take. Okay, rest we can take. So how this is more better, I think, than figure. Hai na? Okay, how to prove then? How to prove? How you are going to prove them?
Sir, we have to take two triangles in which AOC will came.
Okay.
Then we
see
can.
Here. Okay. See here how we can prove. If we prove, okay, this angle equal to this angle we have proved, for example. This angle equal to this angle we have proved, and this angle equal to this angle we have proved. Okay. If we have proved this angle equal to this angle and this angle equal to this angle, okay. Now around a point, it is 360 degree. Therefore, sum of these two angles will be 180. It is like this. At last, what we have to prove? That sum of these two angles is 180 degree. Okay. So, if we are proving this angle equal to this angle and this angle equal to this angle, this is clear. If we are able to prove,
yes, sir.
Angle 1 equal to angle 2, angle 3 equal to angle 4. We have proved. Okay. Now add them. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4. How much will be the sum around the point? How much it is?
360.
360.
360 degree. Now angle 1 equal to angle 2. So we will take everything in terms of 1 and 3. Either you take everything in terms of 1 and 3 or 2 and 4. Angle 1 plus angle 2, we can take angle 1 since we have proved them to be equal. Okay. If we prove them through congruency, if these two are equal and these two are equal, if we have proved. So we can write angle 1 plus angle 1, angle 3 plus angle 3 equal to 360 degree. It will be how much? Twice of angle 1 plus twice of angle 3 equal to 360 degree. It will be how much? 2 angle 1 plus angle 3 equal to 360 degree, or angle 1 plus angle 2, angle 1 plus angle 3 equal to how much? 180 degree. And that's how we can prove it to be a straight line. Have you understood? Have you
Yes,
understood
sir.
this one? This thing is clear. This way we can prove. So this figure is more better. Drawing this figure is more better, or you may end it using the opposite angles. Okay, because O is any point equidistant from B and D, so it's better to take such point. Okay, now prove it. How you are going to prove? These all things are given, and use the properties of rhombus. Okay, so which two triangles you have to take first? These two triangles you have to take, and then we can take these two triangles. Either you can start from here, these two triangles, and then these two triangles. Okay, so I'm writing. So we start from here. First triangle, second triangle, third triangle, fourth triangle. First and second, we have to prove to be congruent. Then third and fourth, we have to prove them to be congruent. Okay, so we are starting from these two triangles first. So triangle AOD and triangle AOB. Okay, tell me what will be the first in these two triangles?
AD
It's a
is
rhombus.
equals to AB.
AD
AD equal to AB. Sides of rhombus. It's a sides of rhombus are equal. Okay. Second,
Angle A is equals to common.
ODN.
angle A is not common. See here. This triangle, this is the angle, and this triangle, this is the angle.
So
Okay,
side
next.
AO is common
Sir.
side. Side AO.
AO is common. Okay. AO equal to AO, common side. Third,
OD is equals to
OD
OC.
equal to OB.
OD equal to OB, it's given. Okay. OD equal to OB is given. Okay, see here. You cannot take this angle equal to this angle. In rhombus, we know diagonals bisect each other. So this angle will be equal to this angle. But here, we haven't proved that AOC is a diagonal. We haven't proved yet AOC is a diagonal. Therefore, we cannot take these two angles as equal. Or we cannot take these two angles as equal. Understood this one? For example, you may think that in rhombus, diagonal bisects, and we could have taken these two angles. But why we have already taken these two angles? Because we haven't proved AOC is a straight line. That is, AOC is a diagonal. We haven't proved yet. Therefore, we cannot take these two angles as equal. This is clear? So, by which theorem we have proved them to be congruent?
S.
SSS. So, by SSS, triangle AOD is congruent to triangle AOB. By SSS theorem, they are congruent. Okay, we have proved them to be congruent. And what we needed to prove? That this angle equal to this angle. So, angle AOD equal to angle AOB. Both are equal by CP CTC. So, we have proved these two angles are equal. We have proved these two angles are equal. Okay. Now, similarly, with these two triangles, we'll prove the congruency and we'll prove these two angles are equal. Okay. This is clear. I'm going to rub this one. I'm going to keep this one. Okay. So we have proved angle AOD equal to angle AOB. Okay. Now take the other two triangles. Okay, this is fine. Triangles DOC, DOC, and triangle BOC. DOC and BOC, you take. Okay. Now prove them to be congruent. First one.
OD is equals to
OC is common.
Okay. OC is common all. Okay. So we can write DC equal to BC, sides of rhombus. Okay. Are equal. Second, OD equal to
OD is
OB.
equals to OP.
It is given. Okay. Third one, OC is common. Okay. So by which theorem both the triangles are congruent?
By SSS.
SSS, triangle DOC. By SSS theorem, they are congruent. Okay. By SSS theorem, they are congruent. And what we required? Angle DOC equal to angle BOC we required here. So angle DOC equal to angle BOC by CP CTC. By CP CTC, these two angles are equal. We have proved. Okay. These two things we require. Using them, we are going to prove that it's a straight line. How? Some of okay. So I'm writing this one. This is here.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So till now we have proved. So this at here you write first, and at here you write second. Okay. So we are having angle AOD equal to angle AOB. This is our first. Second one, angle DOC equal to angle DOC. This is our second. Okay. Now we'll use them. Okay. Next, we can write angle around a point O. It will be 360. So we can write like this: angle AOD plus angle, or we can start from here like this. We can go, or like this we can go. That's up to you. This plus this we write. Okay. Angle DOC plus angle BOC plus angle AOB. You written, and this will be how much? 360 degree. Then you can write in bracket angle around a point is 360 degree. Angle around O, angle around point O is 360 degree, or angle at point P equal to angle at point O equal to 360 degree. You can write. Reason. This is clear. What we require to prove? Angle, this angle plus this angle is 180 degree. We have to prove. If you prove these two angles, sum of these two angles 180, or we can prove sum of these two angles as 180. Either pair you can take. That's up to you. Okay. Angle AOD, we keep it as such. Angle DOC, we have to prove these two. Okay. Keep it as such. Angle BOC, instead of BOC, we can write angle DOC. Angle DOC. Okay. Here you can write using first and second. Using first and second. This is clear? Plus angle AOB. We can write angle AOD equal to 360 degree. What we did, this angle we taken in terms of this angle we have taken in terms of this. Now, angle AOD, angle AOD, 2 angle AOD plus 2 angle DOC. It will be how much? 360 degree. Take 2 common out. Plus angle DOC equal to 360 degree. Divided by 2, it will be how much? 180 degree. Angle AOD plus angle DOC equal to how much? 180 degree. Therefore, AOC is a straight line. Therefore, AOC is a straight line. Hence proved. Hence shown. Is this clear now? This question is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, try next one now. This question is clear. Try next one. I'll be rubbing this part only. in quadrilateral ABCD, AD equal to BC, okay, and BD equal to CA. Prove that angle ADB equal to angle BCA. These two angles are equal here. Okay, try to do the figure. You have to draw a quadrilateral ABCD where AD equal to BC. Okay, so you can draw a little rough figure like this. A, B, C, D first. This is given. And AD equal to BC. It means these two sides are equal. And BD equal to CA. The diagonals are equal. That's the figure you have to draw. So you can draw any kind of figure. You can draw like this as well. Or you can draw rectangle kind of something like this or something like this, where these two sides has to be equal only. And these two are equal. This whole length, A, B, C, D. Okay. So what is given? This length AD equal to BC and BD equal to AC. BD equal to AC. This is given. And we have to prove. So I'm marking with red. What you have to prove? Angle ADB. ADB. This angle equal to angle BCA. BCA equal to this angle. We have to prove these two are equal. How we are going to prove? See the triangles? These two are the triangles or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this became a little bit smaller. Okay, again smaller. Okay, D, A, B, B, A, C. This equal to this equal to this. So how you are going? We have to prove this angle equal to this angle. How you are going to prove? First, we have to prove them to be congruent. So how you are going to prove them to be congruent? This triangle and this triangle will take
By SAS.
by SAS. SAS. Which A you are going to take? This red one we have to prove. Red one
By
which are we have
SS theorem.
by SSS theorem. The red one that I marked, these we have to prove that these two angles are equal. So see here AB. Okay, we take the triangle ADB, same as what they are asking, ADB and triangle BAC. This red one I have marked that we have to prove. That is angle ADB equal to angle BAC. This we have to prove. So AD equal to BC given, BD equal to AB, AC. AC, it's given again, and AB equal to AB common. They are common side. So by SSS theorem, they are congruent. By SSS theorem, they are congruent. This triangle is congruent to this triangle. It means corresponding angles. This angle equal to this angle. You can do that. Can you do it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can do it now. Last by CPCTC. Okay, second thing, angle DAB. What more we have to prove? Angle DAB. That is this angle equal to angle CBA. CBA. This angle equal to this angle. How we are going to prove this? Again by We already proved these two triangles are congruent. Therefore, by CP/CTC, this angle equal to this angle. That's all. So by
Yes, sir.
SSS, these two are congruent, and angle ADB equal to angle BAC by CP/CTC, and angle DAB equal to angle CBA again by CP/CTC. It was easy question, है ना? Okay, so it's clear.
Yes, sir.
So with this, we complete the
Yes, sir.
chapter.
Yes, sir.
You can go through statistics chapter once, and tomorrow we'll start that. And if you have the graph paper, it's better. Okay. If you have the graph papers, it's better. Okay. For statistics, we may require, maybe not tomorrow, but afterwards we may require. Is this clear? So tomorrow you won't require the graph papers. We'll be drawing the, I think tomorrow only frequency table will be drawing, and frequency distribution. Okay. So if graph paper you get, it's fine. Okay. Within 2 or 3 days, do have the graph papers. Or else if you are not able to manage the graph papers, it's fine. We can draw in notebook. No issues with them. Okay then. We end the class here. Thank you all. So revise the chapter. Okay. So 19th question was interesting. Thank you all. Do attend all the classes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.